Hello, it is lunchtime. I'm here at a grocery store. I think this vlog is going to be mainly about makeup because I have a huge makeup job coming up. It's about 8 people in one day, and it's a big wedding party. And for that, I asked for a friend of mine to come and help me out. It escalated to a point that I just realized I need to revamp my makeup kits. So my story with makeup is interesting. It was the first thing that I started in entrepreneurship. I started about 2013. I started as a makeup artist, and then later I got into photography and then videography. But makeup has been my first love. And I've always had a special kind of relationship with it because it's how I got started in the industry. But then over the years, I felt like things changed with the COVID also impacted business and clientele. We were trying to get pregnant as well, and all of the booking that you do for makeup, and my specialty is in bridal. I had to book a year in advance, and I was so worried that, what if I won't be able to function, then? Like, I would have health complications. Who knows what life brings? So I kind of, not booked as much. And then with the COVID, after the COVID, anyways, I was kind of like on my way, I thought, like out. And then the last wedding season was the cherry on top. It was so terrible. I got like really, really bad experience with my brides, with the families I work with. Like, how you're like already on the way of making a decision, and that kind of steeled that. I was like, you know what, I've had enough. Like, I don't need this level of stress anymore. So I didn't touch my makeup kit. I didn't need to buy any new products. I was just getting by with what I had already because clearly I wasn't even that busy. And then this season, I worked with great brides. I caught booking for here and there, and I realized why I loved it to begin with. And all the brides are so kind and so appreciative, and you can feel the energy, when you're working with them right away. For this big wedding, I was like, maybe it's the calling. Maybe we're not going to quit and we're going to stay. For the past week or so, I have been just on a hunt for new products, what's in, watching product reviews, and I have purchased a lot of things. I went on a big shopping haul on Sephora, and I got a whole bunch of things. When you go to Sephora, some of these girls are actually makeup artists. It's so nice to actually talk to them. And, I walk in, I always tell them, I'm a bridal makeup artist, so I'm buying some stuff for my kit. And they're like, oh, okay, don't worry. We have someone who's doing the same. So they paired me with her, and I was like, okay, what do you use for this on your kit? What do you use for that? And like, she got a lot of recommendations for me, and between her recommendations and the things I had on my list already, so I think I hit everything I needed. So today I'm just gonna go get some cleaning supplies from a regular store. I think after this I should be all good. So then the next phase is to bring all of my makeup kits, all of my storage of makeup, everything that I have in one place, and we're gonna be going through it. A lot of things are expired, or I don't like the palettes anymore, so I'm gonna discard them and replace them with the new products. So if you're shopping for makeup and you're looking for new products, I think this video is going to be helpful to you. Or if you're a makeup artist, you're wondering what people have in their kits. I just have to say that at the beginning of my makeup career, I worked different types of makeup jobs. I worked TV and television, commercials, theater work, dwelled a little bit in the special effects, and quickly I found out that was not my forte at all. But with each one of these niches, you would need completely different kits to work on. So mine specialized on bridal makeup. A lot of my stuff are in a palette form already because I'm trying to minimize the weight. I don't also like depotting things as much anymore, so I tend to just buy palettes if I can from the trusted brands that I really like. And then the rest of it, it's like one product or two max for anything else. I try to be very, very conscious about the products that I use. And I want to have only items that I can use multiple times and use it on the brides of multiple ethnicity, colors, something that works for a lot of people, because the weight of this kit matters for me because you're going up and down of the venue. Some of these bridal rooms are like on stairs, so taking all of these items up and down with a makeup kit is really painful. So I'm very much weight conscious, and I'm trying to be as much minimal as possible that I can be and still do a great job with what I do. But what has helped is that the span of time that I worked, I feel like with my experience now I know what I need to be having on my kit. Anyways, I wanted to just do a little intro so we can get started, and I hope you enjoyed this video coming along with me and revamping, upgrading my makeup kit. I think it would be fun. All right, let's get going. Of what happened. I wanted to show you all the new products that I bought, and I think I will show you later, but it was just such a chaos today. I brought all of my makeup kits, everything, all my reserves, everything that I owned in one place, and I tried to just figure out what I had, and it just took me way too long, and I had way more product than I thought. I had some of the things I'm just not comfortable letting go at the moment, so I added the new products to the old batch just because I'm in the transition period right now. I'm not trusting fully on these new items that I've purchased, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's the story. Unfortunately, the things have doubled up because I couldn't get rid of the old products. But I'm heading out to a makeup job right now. It's not a bridal, it's a special event. I'm not sure what that is. Maybe she's attending a wedding or an engagement, something. I don't know. I don't know what this event is, but I am heading there to do this one person's makeup. And I'm hoping that I have after this one, it gives me a little bit of a better idea of like my organization skill. I have 2 makeup appointments tomorrow, and then I will have one the day after, and my assistant helper is gonna come over, so we're gonna be going over my products, my process. So this week is gonna be a really makeup heavy loaded week. Okay, we're done. That was a success. Oh my gosh, it took me a lot longer than I wanted to just do one makeup, but because I changed my makeup kit into the vast, huge kit of a situation, it took me longer to find stuff, and usually happens whenever I change kits. But it's needed because next week we have a huge wedding job, 8 people. And I just found out that one of them is going to be a darker skin African American. So I'm heading out right now. I'm actually in the line to get dinner at In-N-Out. But afterwards, we're gonna go grab concealer. I want to get the darkest shade of concealer. I use Too Faced, and I have the lightest shade, but I don't have the darkest shade. I have a dark shade, but not the darkest. And I don't know how dark this girl is gonna be, but want to make sure that we have all the colors to do her makeup. So most of my customers are like super light skin and some in middle, but I don't have usually like the darkest shades anymore. When I used to work editorials and runways in fashion, I used to get a really variety of colors, and I have worked with like super dark shades. But since then my kit has changed because now I'm doing mostly weddings, and my clientele tend to be majority in the light skin. So I need to do this. We're gonna go and grab the darkest shade of concealer, so then we're gonna be good to go. Let's get some food and go get some makeup and then go home. I'm back. It was nerve-wracking. I spent so much money for revamping my kit, and that was another $100. I'm hoping I'm making a good decision with all of the purchases that I have done. I really like Sephora because they do have actually active makeup artists working in their team, and I'm really honest and open about my experience. So I told them that I needed some product recommendations for a darker complexion because I might have potentially a customer coming up, and I already have the palettes of colors, so I'm limited to what factory is making, but I wanted to just be sure that I am covered. So we discussed up and down on the color palettes and lanes of the products, and I really like Too Faced because it's a lot of product that you get, and they have good range. So we ended up with a toffee, so it's not the darkest, but it's like 2x4. So I think we're okay with this color. She also recommended for me to get a lip liner. So all of my lip products are probably good to create like in a mixture of like nude or pink or red for her, but I wanted to get a dark, like a brown lip liner. So I got that. This is Forever 21, I believe. And then for the highlighter, I have a palette of Hourglass with 3 sets. So I wasn't sure if that's dark enough, so I got the darkest highlighter. This is Sephora brand, but it's pretty dark and it looks really cute. And I think I can also use this as an eyeshadow for like a darker skinned girls as well. Like even with my skin tone, I think I could use this for the eye. I think it's gonna look pretty. And then I had a lot of points, so I got a free gift. It's Anastasia brow liner. She said this is like a brow pencil. So my kit is all good. I am so excited to go home and include these, and then I have 2 test runs tomorrow and 1 on Monday, and then I think we're gonna be all good. It's been such a run, but like I feel like after this I'm gonna keep doing once a month model calls just to get the makeup practice going with all the products that I have. I think they're only good for a year, you know, 12 months, majority of the items that you open up. So I want to be able to do this more often and get the best use out of my products that I've spent so much money on. So yeah, let's get going home now. Get the house ready for the 2 girls coming tomorrow. have to clean up all of these makeups and organize them. This was a fun part, cleaning them and putting them organized back into the bag so I can find them next time. Welcome. I'm looking at all of my makeup products because tomorrow is the final day of working 8 makeup in one day. I have been doing everything I can to be prepared, to train an assistant and be ready to go. Finally, the day is coming tomorrow. How do I describe it? How I feel is that you have a big exam coming up. You have been preparing for it, but it's kind of like those difficult calculus tests that you don't know if it's going to be a good test or a difficult test. You have no idea, you're walking into it. Like I said, with this wedding, I have not met the bride. I haven't done any trials on anyone, just relying on my years of experience, because during the COVID time I had slowed down and this whole thing with the fertility issues that I've had, so I haven't booked a lot of weddings. So I've slowed down on doing makeup jobs for the weddings for large groups. So this is the biggest one I have done in years. It would have been okay if I had that enough time, but I have only 5-6 hours to get everyone done. Usually I'm on 45 minutes to an hour per person, so it'd be very tight. So anyways, because I have an assistant, so I have been really trying to make it a lot easier for her now. Like, we're going to be sharing my kits, and so I had to create a kit situation for her so she has her own tools to be using. She's my friend. She went to school for makeup, but she hasn't been actively working as a makeup artist. I have enough products to be able to do this for both of us, and that's a great part about having tendency to hoard. So now I'm making her little labels so I can put onto her little kit situation. I'll show you everything that I have, and I have purchased so many new products as well, and I've been testing them this week so I can show you what I have in my new kit. So for her, I have a brush cleaner and an alcohol spray, and I have a little kit that I'll walk you through what I have for her. A little trash bag and a little hook that she can put all of the trash of the makeup there. I have 2 sharpeners. One has a little sticky, that's for the lip pencils, and the other one doesn't have anything, so that is for eye pencils. Over here I have some lash curlers, tweezer, a pair of scissors, lash glue, some buff for her. These puffs are for the finger, so you just place it on the back of the hand so you're not touching the face. The idea I have is that she can get started with the skin. She said that she's very comfortable with prepping the skin. After she prepped the skin, I will do the foundations and concealers, and I will do the eye and then the fake lashes, and then I'll hand it out to her, and she will be finishing up the face with the powder, blushes, bronzers, highlighting, and then finishing up the lips, and she'll gonna also create the touch-up kits for the bride and bridesmaids. A hand sanitizer for her, a mascara. I use travel kits for everything that I can because products expire really quickly, and I want to make sure that they're not just sitting into my kit. A little tray for her, waterproof eye pencils, one in brown and one in black, spatulas, and then I have an eyeliner for her, waterproof eyeliner, and this is for the eyebrow, like a little spoolie. So everything is in this little kit for her. Over here I have her brush cleaner and her alcohol spray, just a little wipe, and this is tissue, and I have mirror for her. This spread, this is like a, what do you call it, plastic. It has some sparkles in it. I'm going to wipe it out for her. And then this is also surgical, like a spread, so she can put her brushes in there. So that is all for her. I also have her brushes here. I've sprayed them out and sanitized them and cleaned them. So this is all for her. I gave her everything that I would think that she would need, and I'll put it in this for her, ready to go. I'm also giving her this kit. These are my product that I use for the shimmer for the neck area after we're done, and that's a little brush. These are some of the prepping the skin products that I have. Here are like the cotton pads. Over here I have the toners, one for the oily skin, and then this is the general toner. Over here I have serums for oily skin and for dry skin. And I put all of my primers in here, some lotions, and this one I use for the bride, and I have an eye primer and different types of primers to hydrate, to blur, no shine for the pores, and this is for the lips. It's a lip mask. So usually people put this the night before they go into bed, but we don't have enough time, but it takes about an hour till we get to the lips. So yeah, so I still use that. So that's all when it comes to the skin prep. So this is one of my bags. So this is my prep section. So for her, I put everything in here, but they usually are in around this area to prep the skin. This is the eyebrow area with all of my eyebrow pencils and stuff that I use for eyebrows. Over here is all of my bottles. I have some concealers in here as well. Yeah, they're different shades. I have the lightest, and then let's see, here's the darkest. This is the darkest I have. I have some tools in here, a fan for the lashes, a pair of scissors, the guard for the mascara, and some liner guards. It helps me to line up the eyes pretty well here. On this side, I have Rare Beauty stuff, the, what do you call it, the blush, the highlighter, and the contour stick, and I have a highlighter here from Charlotte Tilbury. There you go. So shiny. I have my lash kit, tweezer, and then the lash glues here. I have the puff that I use like this when I'm doing the makeup, so I'm not touching their face. I have some concealers here and a color corrector for darker skin. And this is a color corrector that I use for the lighter skin. I should put those two together. Okay. This is all of my lip products. From every brand, I usually get like the dark, like for the brown, and then the pink. So you can see the brown and a pink, brown and a pink. Usually that's how I go with the products. The sharpener for the lip pencils. I have some MAC lipsticks. These are the famous colors that I usually get, and this one is just a pot that I make to give them. I make a little kit for them to take, like that. So in a little tube, I make some extras to give them. The lashes here, and over here I have all of the lip liners. I'll show you. Right, this is where I have all of my lip liners, and I marked the ones that I like and use the most, so I thought it would be easy for her. It's in terms of colors, so I have all the reds in case anybody wants red. Over here I have pinkish, kind of like purple pinkish, yeah, like very light or purple tones. Over here I have brown, brown nudes, and I mark the ones that I think the colors are usually the ones I go for. Over here I have all the nudes, and they're in lightest going to the darkest, and of course the darkest ends here. So that's for the lip liners, lash spoolies, liners, lips, and the little clips for the hair. These are my own brushes that I would be using. This one for the skin and this one for the eye. I'm going to be doing eye makeup and then the skin. This is one of the bags that I will be carrying with me. Over here I have my airbrush stuff, and that's my hand sanitizer, some sponges, and my spatula, and my trace. And this is also a little cover when I'm doing the airbrush. And what I like about this bag is these trays. It's the best feature about it. Over here I have all of the face palettes, so you can see, and some concealers here. The other ones won't fit, otherwise I would have put them in here. These are all Laura Mercier, different concealer colors. Over here I have all of the face palettes for the blush. try and show you. That's my blush palettes. I have two, and then this one's a highlighter from Hourglass that I really like. It's really pretty. I really like this. Over here is my bronzer kit. This one's also Hourglass, and I really like. Oh, so pretty. And yeah, some more. These are all bronzers. Over here, I have all of my seconds and also my markers, if I need to mark any products. So all of my glues, mascaras, lotion, pots for an eyeliner, pencils. These are the seconds. If I run out of things or they get lost, I just come and grab them from here. This is all of my powders, finishing powders. I really like the Hourglass under eye. I have a Benai Luxury banana powder. Yeah, just under eye, and so some powders, loose powders. That's what I meant. This is my favorite corner. This is all of my glitters. I have some loose glitters right there, you can see. And I have like this liquid product that mixes it into a liner. So yeah, that's all of my glitter. Over here I have all of my tools just in case if someone needs a sewing kit. Some Clorox wipes, trash bags, container, extra of like this little clips for trash cans, and little hairbrush just in case if anyone needs it. This is my second bag. This is like a, what do you call it, backpack. Over here I have more tools. Like I have the surgical spread, little pads that I can put my brushes on, trash bag, more trash bag. Over here I put like some extra tissues if I need to, my business card, some extra bags, like things of like that sort. And inside of it I have more palettes. These are the face palettes. I can show you. Face palettes. These are like setting powders for finish, and I have two of them, light and darker. Over here I have all of my eye shadow palettes. I have two Murphy's. I have the neutral and also the bloom, and they're just perfect for me. So that's the neutral. They're not as pigmented as I would like it to be, I have to say. We can see really nice pink, and it's very bridal. So I get by with majority of them, but like I said, it's not very pigmented. So I have these two super pigmented set. This is Benai Press Powder eyeshadow. These are very pigmented. And then I have this guy, Natasha Denona. I really like this palette. It was so expensive. It's this one. Over here I have my eyebrow palettes. I used pressed powders for them. This is one of my favorite ones. It's thick. I bought it from Amazon, but it's really good. These colors are pretty good. What else can I tell you? I have my mirrors over here, and this is another blush. This is for very dark skin girls. You can see such pretty shades, but they're very pigmented for lighter skin girls. So I save it for darker skin girls. That looks so pretty on them. They have sparkles. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, that was all. That was a quick run through all the products that I had. I don't know if you're interested and you want me to do any swatches for you, to show you any of these products more closely, let me know. But I just didn't want to spend so much time on this video showing you all the products because I know it will take forever. I have another bag that I am putting in all of the extras, like extra lashes, cleaning products, like Q-tips, extra face pads. So I put all of the extras in here. I want to go through one of my touch-up kits. So I bought everything from Amazon. So if you're ever interested, let me know. I can send you the link. Let me show you what I have in one of them. So I have some Q-tips, just in case if there's any fall out of like the eyeshadows or something goes into their eye so they can clean up. I have my business card, some blotting powder, a makeup remover wipe, just in case if they need to take something off. an empty little glass. I put extra products for concealer. Some people put powder, but I prefer concealers around the nose if they end up crying, so they would need some more products. And they can use this little sponge to get the product and apply it where it needs to be. Little lip gloss containers, and with this one we're gonna make them lip product, whatever we use on them and they like, so I'll give them a little extra for 2-3 sessions just to touch up. Yeah, this is all of the stuff that I give them in the kit, and I have made 8 already. I think I made 2 extras just in case if people lose them, they want some. So this is one of the kits. I have 8 of them and some extras, so just throwing them in. And yeah, this is all of the products, everything that I will be carrying with me tomorrow. I am so excited to see how the day goes by. I have prepared so much for this wedding because I wanted to go very well for them. And I'm so excited to see how all of my hard work is going to go tomorrow. I just hope that we are staying on top of the timeline because they need to be done by 2:30 and our start time is at 9. So I usually go there 30 minutes earlier to set up and have everything ready, so by 9 o'clock we can pull the first person in. And I'm usually by myself, so I'm so excited to be working with another person, and she has offered to do the skin preps and finishing up, and I think I'm hopeful that we can actually beat the timeline, because what I want to do is to beat the timeline, finish up earlier, so then I can pull everyone back into the chair and just look at everything, because by the time that we're finishing up, it's about 5-6 hours since we started. So I want to see how the makeups are lasting, how's it looking on their face, and some of the girls will be eating since then, and I want to make sure their lips are looking good, the liners, whatever they need. Kind of study the face and make sure things are good before we leave. I like to do that, like if I'm leaving at 2:30, I like to do that by 2, start pulling people in, or like 1:45. So I'm really hoping things works out for me. So yeah, I'll see you tomorrow morning to get started with our day. into the video. I realized I never filled you up on how the makeup job went. It went great. I am so grateful for my friend who came and helped me out. She's such a talented makeup artist. Finishing up my work, like with her detailing and looking at all the colors and combining her talent and vision to finishing up the look really helped, and the bride looks so beautiful, and she was really excited about how her makeup ended up being. I'm so excited and happy. I just feel so shocked because I've been thinking about this huge makeup job for a very long time now. All of a sudden the pressure is lifted up. It feels strange. It feels like you've completed like a really important test. I hope that I will continue to have clients flow coming in now that I've graded my kit and I have it all cleaned up and ready. So I'm hoping that the opportunities come more and often. I'll try to have regular model calls just so that I get to practice and work on my timing. And it will be just fun to do this every once in a while. So I'll try to be consistent with doing the makeup. This has been such a great experience, and I feel like I gained some level of confidence knowing that I'm capable of doing hard things and be able to succeed and come to the other end of it. I feel great, though I don't really feel my knees or my hips. They hurt a lot because I've been standing on it for a very long time today. And then afterwards, as soon as I got home, Josh wanted to go and hang out. By the time we were done making a loop around the park, I was in so much pain. I still am, and I'm hoping like in the next couple of days the pain goes away, my body gets readjusted back. Yeah, so I think a lot of big events and steps finally came to an end, and I'm so happy that I was able to finish them. We're going to be traveling, so I'm guessing the next video I'm going to be working on creating for you, it would be getting ready to travel. We're going to be going on cruise for the first time ever. I've never been on a boat. I'm a little worried about having motion sickness because I have it when I'm driving in a car or in the airplane. It's not so bad, I just feel kind of nauseous, but I know that in the water might be a different story, so we'll see how that goes. And then yeah, we'll work with whatever life's bringing us next. Thank you so much for sticking through and watching this long in the video and for supporting me. And I'm hoping that whatever you are working on, whatever life steps you're creating in your journey is very successful and you're pushing through no matter all the obstacles. Just focus on the end game and you will succeed. I sent you all of my best wishes, and I'll see you on the next video.